What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 29th day of July. Here we are with about 23 hours, 31 minutes left in the day. It's a brand new day. We just closed out the brand old day here yesterday, the 28th. 1.13% to the downside. Not at all what I expected the day to be, but that's okay. We're still in this range. And if anything, again, it is a higher low. We do actually have a higher daily close low right here with lower lows in the RSI. The reality of the matter is, regardless of how long it takes for us to break out of this range and move to new all-time highs, which is it's any day now. So what I was wrong about yesterday. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, whatever. It could be 3 days from now. It's any day now. We're going to be breaking out to new all-time highs. The reality of yesterday's negative price action was actually still a positive effect overall, because having lower lows in the RSI, which we do have lower lows in the RSI, and higher lows in the price, which we do. Yes, this is a lower low. Yes, it is. But the RSI isn't based off of that. It's based off of closing lows. So closing lows are getting higher. That's a good thing, right? Think of it like this. With the RSI, how I like to explain it, I don't know if you guys will hear this train coming by or not. It's a freight train. I'm surprised it's coming by right now. I don't feel like it normally comes by at this time of day, but maybe I'm just not with it. Anyways, the way that I like to explain it is, think this indicator is the relative strength index, right? So think of it as the bears, the people who are bringing it down, the bulls, the people who are bringing it up. The bears are putting in effort, more effort. As this thing goes lower, they're putting in more and more effort to bring this down, right? That's what's happening. You're showing more strength to the bearish effect, right? More strength. Or in other words, more effort, right? You're putting in more oomph, but you're getting less results. Imagine you're trying to push something up a hill or down a hill for this matter, and you're trying harder now than you have over any of these days, and yet you're getting less results. You're actually going in the opposite direction of what you're trying to go. That's I don't know how to better explain it, but that's kind of how I think of it. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. That's why it's called hidden bullish divergence. Look it up. What does it mean when the price is getting higher lows and the indicator is showing lower lows? You could literally word it just like that, and it'll say hidden bullish divergence. It's a good thing. Now, it's only a good thing so long as this higher low trend prevails. If we do close a day below this, well, we no longer have hidden bullish divergence. We actually have bearish convergence, where we've got a lower low with a lower low. And that could happen. 23 hours, 28 minutes left in the day. Anything could happen here. And retrospectively, it should have been obvious that we were going to find resistance at this area. I mean, we have been. I think we're at the point, man, where we're ready to break out. This consolidation phase has been longer than I think anybody assumed it to be originally, right? Does it start here? Does it start here? No matter what, even from that point, it's been 15 days right now. If we go back in time here to all these consolidation phases, they don't really last 15 days, right? Like that's a pretty damn long time, right? That was not 15 days. That was not 15. I don't think any of these are 15 days. Let's see. I guess maybe 15 days, whatever. But we're at that point where it's kind of like a long amount of time. And here even you had lower lows with the RSI and higher lows in the price, both on a closing basis and on a wicking basis. So any day now, man. It really could be today. Typically, and if we look back at Bitcoin's recent history, and even further back in the cycle, it would probably stand true to this. But look at the big days, right? In fact, let's look at the days, not just big days, but days that are significant, that matter, that move us up. Here, that was a Wednesday, right? You found your low, you started to move up higher. Wednesday, right? Friday was a big day too. Here, this was a Monday, Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday today. What day was this here? That was a Tuesday. That's a Thursday, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday. Over here, we find our low. I would say this was a pretty big day, but we're really consolidating, so I don't know if I would count all in any of that. Maybe find our low and move up here. That day, that was a Monday. This day here, that was a Wednesday. This day here, that was a Wednesday. You see the trend Thursday, right? A lot of Wednesdays. A lot of Mondays, too. Monday was a bit of a flop, but shout out to CryptoFace for pointing this out. It's actually something that I've pointed out. I didn't point it out this week, too, but I have been pointing it out over the past few weeks that typically when you do move up over the weekend, you will move down over the week, right? Last week, maybe it was last week or the week before, we were calling for a Monday dump. And I mean, I guess we had some green Mondays actually after all, but we did sell off into those Mondays. We pumped and then we sold off going into the end of the day there. Typically Mondays over the past month have been like sell off days. Even if they close green, they've still been sell off days. So Tuesday, Wednesday, something in that time frame, today or tomorrow, I'm expecting we'll move up. And not just move up, but see this kind of fantastic movement where yesterday we moved down 1%, here we moved up 2%. That was a Wednesday, right? We're probably going to do that today. But first, maybe we come down a little bit. How low could we go? How low could the Bitcoin price go? Well, we look at this 30-day liquidation map here. A lot of shorts have piled on. We've got a total of like $12 billion of shorts piled on at that 132K area and below. Most of those shorts are actually at 123K, right? So that's like $10 billion right there. We have a lot of longs to get cleared out down at 115K and below. I don't think we're going to go to 115K, but there is this little spike right in the middle of both of these walls, if you will, and that spike's at about $116.5 thousand. 116.5. Could we go down there? 116.5K. You know, that would take us right here, right to the base of this range. Maybe we do something like that where we move down, we find support, and then we move on up. I mean, that really could happen. This could be that last kind of kiss of destiny at this price before we launch higher. Finding support at the same areas we've been finding support at, establish a higher low, right? Kind of have a fake out yet again below this daily low close. Man, it would be, I wouldn't want to see the day close below there. What I'd want to see happen is that we go down there and then we have a wick. But even if we were to close down there, I would still think that tomorrow we pump. Today could be a pump day too. Let's look at the short-term stuff and then we'll zoom out from there, okay? So, and again, before we get too far into this, I do want to say again, and I'll probably just try to remind you guys every single day until it happens, August 2nd. Let's look this up again because I'm pretty sure it's 7:30 Pacific time. You guys remember Coinbase next maintenance? That's a weird word, but I think I got it. Day, next maintenance day. These are important, man. You should really probably look this up at least like once a month to see when their maintenance days are. 7 a.m. Pacific time, which for me will be 9 o'clock in the morning, which for us, basing it off of the UTC time frame, 9 o'clock in the morning will be the 15th hour of the day. So 15th hour of the day on the 2nd of August, there's going to be a 4-hour period where, and probably longer, oftentimes these upgrades, updates, maintenance stays are longer than anticipated. It could be shorter, but several hours for the second biggest exchange to be down. There's going to be some tomfoolery in the markets, you guys. People from other exchanges, people with large money trying to liquidate some shorts or longs. Man, if we see some piled on positions to the short side or the long side, I'm expecting we're going to rip because you're going to have a lot of liquidity that's locked up and it's going to be easier to move the markets. I don't know if that makes sense or not. It will be during the stock market hours though. There's no holiday in August that the banks close for. I know everybody does sober September, but man, August. There's no holidays in August, man. Sober September, I don't know what August would be, but sober August, that's if you ever want to do a month to get clean, man, unless you have a birthday in August, there's really no reasons to celebrate. The hardest part on that note, by the way, people, I think everybody should, no matter who you are, you know, if you're sober living, cool, whatever, but you should take at least 1 month a year, at least, where you just go sober from everything. Maybe not like caffeine. I mean, if you want to do caffeine too, but like tobacco, marijuana, alcohol, anything harder than any of those things, especially, you should just go sober for a month. Reset your brain. Prove to yourself that you can do it, right? It's good. It's something that I do. I'll go sober. I'd take like a month or two off every single year. This year, actually over the past 2 years, I've probably like done a whole year's worth of sobriety over the past 2 years, and I don't have a problem with anything, but that's how you also prove to yourself that you don't have a problem with anything, right? I also don't do any hard drugs or anything like that. I just, I like to drink and I smoke occasionally, but I'm talking about things that I probably shouldn't talk about. But hey, we're getting to know each other, right? If you like it, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you hate me now, I don't know, whatever, man. But clarity is the point, and it's hard to get that clarity. It's hard to get sober when you live in a place or you live with people or you have friends that there's all these different events going on that can promote, right? So pick a month that's easy, right? Where it's easy. September, August, those are very easy months because there's not a whole lot going on in those months, really. I think September there's Labor Day or something, right? There's some kind of holiday people are camping and stuff. August, man, I'm telling you, August is a great. Although the one downside to August is I'm pretty sure August is like one of the most popular months for birthdays, so you will have birthdays going on. Anyways, let's get back to work, guys. Get back to work. But just a thought there, and if you're hearing this, if that's speaking to you at all, maybe that's the universe or God through me telling you, hey, maybe go sober. Go sober for a month. You can't do it for a month, do it for 2 weeks, right? But whatever time frame you set for yourself, do it. Because if you don't do it, you're going to feel like a failure. If you don't do it, it's going to be easier to not do it the next time. Do it. Just suck it up. Effing suck it up and do it, you know? Do it. Do it. Just do it. It's good for you. It's good for you. And you feel good about it's a simple thing you can do that you feel good about yourself for. And I don't know. You have some self-control. Anybody can do it. It's just good to practice. It's good to practice self-control and discipline. Good things stem from that stuff, you guys. Bitcoin. Looking like it's taking a spill here. 1 hour time frame. Should I be a motivational speaker or did that just blow up in my face? We'll know soon enough. I'm going to get ripped in the comments probably. That sounded weird. I'm going to get ripped on in the comments. 1 hour time frame looking like it's taking a little bit of a spill. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame because I was looking at something kind of interesting here. Ooh. 5 minutes left. I'm curious to see how this goes because I was expecting that we'd actually find support. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised we're moving down this much. I was expecting that we would find support. Okay, yeah, like right here. Higher lows and all that, right? It looks kind of intimidating right now, but five minutes left in this 15-minute time frame. I wonder if it's going to come back up low to high here. We're right at the golden ratio. Why aren't you taking that high, C-Zar? Because in this context, it's like the fake out high. You don't take the fake out high. I mean, you could take it, and it's still going to give you the golden ratio, but that's just how I look at it, right? Like if we were measuring this, I probably would have measured this over here and then seen that, right? I don't know. That's not necessarily a fake out though, because you had kind of not. But you're finding support at the golden ratio. Once, twice. I would think we go lower, but that 15-minute RSI, you look like you're on a nice path higher. And it's just the 15 minutes, so it's not that significant, but do you see it? You can see it with your eyes, right? This parallel channel going up. A little bit of a double rejection at the 60, though. Yeah, I mean, maybe we're breaking down lower. We could be breaking down lower. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and divulge some more information here. And I hope whenever anybody heard me say that, like the universe or God speaking through me, I'm not that pompous to believe that I'm some kind of like vessel for that, okay? I just mean maybe you're hearing that message for a reason. Maybe you're meant to hear that message. Maybe that triggers a thought in your head to go sober. And if it does, good. It's meant for you. Good. It will help you. Good. You know, all the other stuff, like who cares? I'm not trying to say anything. I don't care to talk about myself too much most of the time, but I don't know why, but today I'm feeling it. 1 hour time frame. Man, the 1 hour RSI doesn't look good, man. At least at this point. We got 18 minutes left. Let's see how it goes. That's a pretty gnarly looking candle. And we are picking up volume on the 15-minute time frame here on the Binance chart. We are picking up volume as we move down. 3 minutes left. I'm kind of curious to see how it closes. But again, with that idea that the liquidation levels down at about 117K to 116.5K, those really could come to fruition. We might go down there, clear that out, and then pile on more shorts. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, which tends to be a good day, especially in these sideways ranges, break out and move higher. Yeah, let's look at this in a different light. Hold on, let's look at this from a high to a low here. Yeah, man, you know, honestly, I don't think we're going to find support. I think we are going to move lower. Wow. Well, that's fortunate for anybody who's looking to buy lower prices or who's in a short right now. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah, we're going to move lower. I think so. Rejected the overbought zone. Lower we go. We're right at an area we like to find support at in the 4 hour RSI. We've got 3 hours and 17 minutes left. So what I would anticipate is if you notice in this range, not always, but a good bit of these red candles, especially in this area, you kind of have wicks around here. I wouldn't be surprised if we move down. What if we move down to 116K right now, 116.5K right now, and then by the end of this 4 hour period, we come back up and wick, and then we spend the rest of the day growing? What if we do? Because if we were to come back and close this 4 hour candle like right here or higher, we're basically right at the 40. We're at an area that we've been holding as support. I mean, we could go lower. I mean, I think that we are going lower. But if we come back in the next 3 hours, we come back and close here, we're absolutely moving up for the rest of the day, you guys. Absolutely. Zero doubt in my mind. It's going to be bullish as hell. And not just moving up through the rest of the day, but moving up, breaking out of this over the next, man, by the next time we make a Bitcoin video, we could be breaking out of this range. But at the moment, it looks like we want to go down. Let's just see. Let's see how it goes. Daily time frame still. Again, the goal here would be to not, what we want today in the next 23 hours and 16 minutes to not do. What you must not do, Bitcoin, is close below this daily low close. Why? Because then we get rid of the bearish or the hidden bullish divergence, and it actually turns into bearish convergence, which would promote more downside action, actually, right? That wouldn't be good. So, and I don't think we're going to get that, because I don't think we're going to break out to the downside. But or maybe we get a close below that, and then that's the day we pump. You know, not everything needs to make sense. But typically, you wouldn't want to see something like that, right? Like here, we closed close enough, but we did not close below this low close here, right? Here, we closed right below that low close, and that was the day that we actually reversed. So, I mean, it's not a perfect thing that has to happen, but it's just a thought. It's something that's ideal that I'd like to see. I want to check this 15-minute time frame out again. I was kind of stalling to see what would happen over this 3-minute period here. And that's a lot of volume. We're not really wicking too much yet. Sometimes in these last 40 seconds, you know, you can reverse a little bit, but it does not look like you're doing that, no. So we're probably going to go down. My guess would be we drop about another $1,000 or so, and then probably, hopefully, potentially, we will close this day green. If not, at least come back up to these levels or beyond. I wouldn't be surprised if between today and tomorrow, at some point, we start to really see some significance. Look, it's coming up a little bit in this last 40 seconds here. It does that, man. Like specifically this last minute, sometimes it just does that. Not always. And now it's back down. A little volatility there at the end. That's not a big enough wick, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. I mean, you look at these big candles, sometimes we eat it back a little bit right afterwards, but then we continue to go down. I wouldn't be surprised if we went lower. So I'm going to keep it with that. I think that we're going lower. $116,500, give or take $300. What's $300 between friends and a $117,000 asset? I'll see you guys on the next one. Prepare yourselves, my friends. Load up while you can. Anybody getting paid on Friday, you're going to miss the boat, because this thing is definitely ripping before then. I would think that between now and within the next like 48 hours, I think that we will be moving up to new all-time highs. If not, at least new daily closing highs on an all-time basis. I got nothing else. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. And you can do anything you put your mind to. You just got to not cave. Don't be a little bee. You know what that word is. Don't be a little bee. Just be a, I don't know, person of integrity, I guess. Stick to what you decide to do. You can do it. You can do it. Absolutely, you can do it. If you think you can't do it, you're right. If you think you can do it, doesn't mean it's easy, but you're also going to be right. You can do it. You can do it. Whatever it is you're trying to do, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right, bye-bye.